How's it going, everyone? This is Childhood DVD Fan here, and I am back with another video. So, I was wanting to do this video yesterday, but I just, there was a lot going on the past couple days, and I didn't get around to it, and I just wasn't in the mood, and I waited until I was, and the time is now. Right now it is, okay? So, if you guys saw the other day, I got the Sam and Cat Complete Series DVD along with Keenan and Kel, the best of seasons 3 and 4. It was actually my last video prior to this one. And one of them, the Keenan and Kel, was a 4-disc set, so I was able to replace it, just fine with a 4-disc tray set that I have lying around. Waiting for use, because I hate the stacked disc thing that Amazon does. It's terrible. It's like the last option I would ever go to for DVDs, ever. And that's, cheap Amazon, what they've been doing. And then, when it came to Sam and Cat, it got a little bit more complicated because that's a 5-disc set. This is a 5-disc set. And I don't have a 5-disc tray set lying around. I only have 1s, 2, 3, and 4s. I do not have a 5. And I looked on the internet for one, and I couldn't find one. So if anybody has a 5-disc set, like where it has 5 trays, like where you can put 5 discs into one DVD without any stacking of the disc or anything like that, let me know in the comments below, because ultimately I had to settle for this, which this was the last option I was wanting to do. But I knew that if I couldn't, I tried it around with a few experiments, but I knew that if I couldn't get what I wanted, I was going to have to settle for this. And eventually I want to get to the point where I can put 2 into 1. Now, you're probably looking at this and you're probably thinking, how did you get another Sam and Cat set? Or you're a little confused right now. Well, this is still the same set here. Now, you're probably wondering how I got this cover and everything. You probably can tell, but if you can't tell, you can see that there's a little bit of a color difference as far as these two DVDs, because here's what I was able to do, and here's what I had to settle for. So here is the original DVD from Amazon, the complete series. Like I said, a 5-disc set. That's where things got complicated. And here's what I had to do. If my camera can ever get back in focus here. There we go. Here's what I had to do. Now, I did make a listing episode. And another thing that's kind of a pain in the ass about this set, for some reason, I've tried the set on my Xbox One, and it will not work on there. And when it does work, the picture is very grainy, and there's a color temperature issue. So I'm going to have to settle for my Xbox 360, which I'm already not happy about, because I'm pretty sure that the Xbox 360 caused these scratches right here. I'm trying to protect my identity. See those scratches right there? I don't recall them being there before. I don't think if I can talk right now. I don't think it affects playback. I really don't think it does, but it did cause a few scratches that I was not too happy about. But this is what I have to settle for right now, because Amazon's cheap asses, not giving, the disc trays like they did for the original releases of this set that didn't have the scanner codes and were on regular DVDs without the DVD-R format. But instead they want to, put these 5-disc sets in a sorry-ass little, case, stack them on top of each other, and only have disc 5 be the only one that is not stacked. So what I had to settle for right now is having a 4-disc set for Sam and Cat. Now, you're probably wondering, where is disc number 5? And I created a listing for myself, which I probably should have written a little smaller for these ones up here, because I had to squeeze them at the bottom. But whatever, it is what it is. It's done now. So I have my episode listing in TV order. Keep in mind, and I went based on what Amazon had for the episodes, the way they ranked them, and then I just wrote down what episodes they appeared on television. I do not ever go by production order for my DVDs. I always go by television air dates, what they ultimately decided to put on the air. And now let's move on to this, because this simply just has the 5th disc and the listing on here. Okay, so you're probably wondering, how did I, get a Sam and Cat thing here? Well, here's what I did. I took the cover when I originally took off the thing from the stacked disc case. I went down to my printer downstairs. I went through a couple different options, but I ultimately was able to do it with the printer. And I copied, and as you can see, this one is much darker. This is lighter, but hey, it's the best I could do. Because I'm not going to buy another DVD. No. So I copied each side of the Sam and Cat DVD from the original case, and then I just simply copied it onto paper, blank paper, and so I have everything. It's not the worst in the world, it's obviously the color is much lighter for this, but I at least have a second case, a second cover of this in a somewhat presentable way. If you look really close, you can see the lines. You see those lines. That's because of the copying ink process with the printer and all that. And I simply have that 5th disc. Hang on one second. I simply just have that 5th disc here in the spare case for now. But my ultimate goal with this set is to be able to find a 5-disc set just like this, but have an extra one of these right here, so I can put that 5th disc, or have an option for either that, or have like another thing, like another tray, or not even a tray, just like a button feature there, so I can put it there. And that would be the ultimate goal for this set. So if anybody knows of any 5-disc DVD cases with the trays, not stacked disc, no stacked disc at any point, let me know. But for now, this is what I have to settle with this case. Anyways, in this DVD set. Anyways, this has been Childhood DVD Fan. So long. Oh, and one other thing I should probably add in there before I officially go for this video. I know that some of you may be wondering, well, if the Sam and Cat series didn't work on the Xbox One, does it work anywhere else? I mean, I mentioned the 360, but I did try it on my Blu-ray player. Now, typically, I don't really use that Blu-ray player too much because I like to use my other TV, my gaming TV, for my Xbox stuff to watch my DVDs on. Typically, I don't really watch the Blu-ray player on the other TV too much, but if I have to, I'll be out, that's fine. But yes, this does work fine on that Blu-ray player and 360. But for some reason with the Xbox One, it just is a complete mess. And also with the Keenan and Kel DVD, it at least works when I get past that first step without any color, distortion or whatever onto the Xbox One. But for some reason, those two DVDs, they have a very hard time launching. Like, it's almost like the Blu-ray player doesn't read it, and I have to go through this like stupid process to get the Keenan and Kel to work. And then when I do that for Sam and Cat, when I try to play the episodes, like, I can't watch them because like they're really like faded and just they're just a mess. It only happens with the Xbox One. I tried getting rid of the Blu-ray player, and I tried other DVDs, and everything seems to be working. Just those two DVDs are acting up, and the Keenan and Kel, at least, it works after, I have to go through the process, but at least it works in the end after I can finally get it to work, whatever. But the Sam and Cat I have to watch on the 360, which I'm not too happy about because it creates more scratches on the disc that may have contributed to a little bit of the scratches on disc number 4. but it is what it is. It's not like I'm going to be watching Sam and Cat all the time, you know, and plus, you know, like I said, if I have to absolutely play on another Blu-ray player that I don't really play too often, it's just kind of there. I'll do that, you know, to protect DVDs. Anyways, this has been Childhood DVD Fans. So long, everyone.